All right, y'all, just give me a couple minutes. I just want to share something with y'all. I was raised in a time whenever we had a whole lot of used car salesmen, right? They were trying to tell you how great this old clunker was, and they would make you believe they'll outlast anything that was new. And before you left the yard there, most of the time, they had a big old fat wallet, and you were hoping to make it home. Times hasn't changed. The same ones that used to sell us cars are now trying to sell us some mess to believe and vote and everything else. I know it's coming time on for all these voting things, and people don't know how to check, how to find out things, who to vote for. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That's not my job. That's you and God. Pray about it, seek Him. But I do want to share something with y'all. And please pass this along to anybody that'll listen. It's not going to be too long. If you go over to Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 through 20, it talks about trees, right? Beware of the false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are raving wolves. A lot of them talk a good game, talk like they're for you, but then when they pass things that comes against this country, goes against these people, or they refuse to vote for things that will protect this country or protect this people, namely you that's voting them in the office, that means they're not for this country, they're not for us, they're for their own self. Keep that in mind. It says, you will know them by their fruits. Grapes are not gathered from thorny bushes. Anybody's ever picked grapes? There's no thorns on their vines. Nor figs from thistles. Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but the bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, nor can a bad tree produce good fruit. All right, now here's the thing that keeps on coming to my mind right now. It says, every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire, so then you will know them by their fruits. All right, so what can you do to know a tree's by its fruit? If you go to buy you a tree, someone's showing you a tree that doesn't have fruit on it yet, they can tell you it's whatever kind that you're trying to buy so they can get your money. If you see one that has apples on it and you're telling them you want an orange tree, they can tell you all day that's an orange tree, even though you can see the apples. It's up to you to actually look at the tree. Just like the old used car salesman, it was up to you to get on the ground and look underneath to find out if everything was rusted and it's going to fall apart. It was up to you to look for that sawdust around there where they were trying to quieten it down. So how can you do it today in this society? I want to share something with you a lot of people don't know, all right? Let me put this right down here. All right. See that little thing right there? That's all you got to do. You go there, it's a right to know for the people on how their congressmen are voting. If you're sitting at home, if you're watching this, don't do it while you're driving. Only thing you got to do is Google whatever congressperson's name is there that's voted in the last 30 years. And you can find exactly how they voted while in Congress. Yes, no, to what bills. And then you'll see the bill number, tap on that, and it's going to show you exactly what was in there. Now, keep in mind, some of those bills had some hidden things in there, which is the reasons why they were saying no, or why they were saying yes. And also, you go back and match that with their party to see if they were just following suit with their party, or if they were trying to stand up for the ones that they were there to represent, which is you and me, because we're not there. That's the big deals. Find out who's running for you. Pray about it, because whenever you go down and cast your vote, that's you taking a stand for this country. You taking a stand for where God had put you, which is in this country right now. And He gives you the power, the opportunity to say, look, we're going to stand for this or we're not. Don't believe everything you hear. People in the media, the news people, it's just like some of these preachers out there. They have preconceived ideas on what this is supposed to say, and they'll look and twist anything that's there just to get you to say it. I'm telling you the scriptures I'm reading from and where I'm getting it from because I want you to research it. I want you to study it. I want you to go and test it. I want you to find out what it says. And I pray you do that for any other person that you're listening to. But right now, I don't want you to be deceived. I do not want you to just go cast by listening to other used car salesmen. I want you to be smart about what you're doing. I want you to be smart about who you're casting your votes for. I want you to be smart about the direction this country is going, because right now, it's not looking too good. A lot of people don't know they can do this. But it's out there. It's a right for the people to know how their Congress people are voting. I'm not saying Republicans or Democrats or either of that. I'm just saying whoever they are, go and look and see how they voted. Match that up with other people in the party to find out if they're going along with the party or what's in there. Google why they ask them why they voted no. You can call them and ask them, but be smart about it. You know, it's time we start checking things out for ourselves and stop listening to these car salesmen on the TV and everything. You'll know a tree by the fruit it bears. Don't buy an apple tree whenever they tell you it's an orange tree. And by all means, pray, seek God,